I tossed that up between Kurupt, Crooked Eye, and Ralph McDaniels. Them three cost all them. Cocaine don't have. They had good stories too. Them fold cause they stories were so good. Like everybody that had them stories, they could turn into a movie, man. Appreciate it, man.
Gloster.
Appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Joining us, man. Thank you for actually taking the time out to be with us.
Man, it's an
here
honor
in the
to be
crew,
here.
man. You know what I'm saying? Tell us about yourself, man. Where you from? Let's start out like that.
Big Lakeland.
Big Lakeland.
L.A.
Put some respect on that. Big Lakeland, dog it. You heard it. Big Lakeland, man. Okay. You got into this this magazine. I don't even know how this worked. Like,
okay.
What led you up to saying that I'm gonna have my own magazine? What led up to that right there? That should be the story that we all want to know.
It's a very interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to give a shout out to everybody that sparked it.
Okay.
My bro Jimmy Hennessy.
Hey. Okay. Wow.
G Splash.
Our brother.
G Splash. Yeah.
Hustle Man.
Hustle Man.
Yeah. Chill Will. Young Squad.
Yes.
Those were the reason why I started. Cause at the time I was managing artists.
Okay. You was already in the music side of things.
And Bird, if you wasn't tight with one of them that I named, well, it was hard for you to get it. It was hard for you to get in them gates to perform. So I'm sitting back. I used to hear a lot of artists complain, like, man, you ain't tight with them. You can't do this. We can't perform here. We can't perform there. And I'm sitting there one night, like, man, how can I be that person to help these artists out? Because it was a lot of dope artists, but I feel like they weren't getting their break.
Absolutely.
So I studied by starting a magazine. I studied. And I came up with the name, and I called it the R Report. A lot of people ask me what the R stands for. It's really real dialogue, real content.
It makes
the
sense.
R just marketable.
Yes.
So I did that, man, and for a year, I was doing nothing but I was interviewing everybody in the 229-912, just getting that name out there. Yeah. Boom, some people from North Carolina. Shout out to my homeboy Jimmy in North Carolina. At the time, he had put me in a part of the 258 movement, the commission. He brought me into that, and that opened up more doors to do more interviews with dope artists in North and South Carolina. Start doing interviews with freestyle champions on 106 in Park. I did about 4 or 5 of them.
Come on, man.
Then somebody hit me up like, man, I can get you an interview with Murphy Lee. So Murphy Lee was like one of the first big interviews that I done. After that one, I did Lil White. At the time, he was still signed to 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah.
Which led for me doing DJ Kid Capri. And at that moment, Kid Capri was the biggest one I did, man. It was more so like, he was telling me to like, calm down, you do the interview. Cause it was like I was just excited and nervous at the same time.
Yeah.
And from there, my Twitter, I always been a Twitter person. My Twitter following just grew when I did his interview. And from there, they was like, man, you might need to start printing. So I had learned the information about print, cause printing is expensive. So I had to get a good company to print up magazines. In the beginning, I was just doing like 28 pages. I ended up doing 40 pages, man. And
wow.
When we did I did a DJ's issue. That kind of just took me up to another level, reaching more people. And I never forget June 14th, which is my birthday, 2016, Big Nick.
Okay.
Nick reached out to me like, man, I see your vision being bigger than South Georgia.
Wow.
Won't you let us get behind you? And Nick had got Black Crow Media got behind me, man, and it just started just growing. Even when I did Day had Day on the cover, Day had What You Mean out at that time. And a lot of people like, how you got Day? Cause I knew somebody at 300 Entertainment.
Yeah, it is.
So over the years, man, I just learned how to build a lot of relationships.
That's right.
I built them.
That's right.
Sure.
That's what it's all about, building relationships,
Absolutely.
man.
And people remember you, especially how you treat them, and you know your that first impression. What they say.
Build relationships.
That's how you do it.
I mean, you know, it's a shame that we got a lot of talent here in South Georgia, but they always think of Atlanta.
Yeah.
I always want to be the person just want to shine the light on our area because there's a lot of hot artists down here in South Georgia, but they still want to put that spotlight on Atlanta, and I'm gonna still continue to just break barriers down for the artists down this way. That's right. So that's why, you know, I still put a lot of content on the website. That's why I started the radio station. But at the same time, the independent artists, they got to learn that you got to invest into yourselves. It's more than the Jordans and the jeans and the polos and the gold grills in your mouth, man. You gotta invest, man. If you want to go to the next level, you got to invest. You got to
invest in yourself. I'm glad you said that.
It ain't always about image.
Wow.
Right,
so
right.
You actually did that.
Absolutely.
You put 100% investment in yourself. You believe
myself.
in your brand. You believe in what you doing.
When people told me it wouldn't happen, like
come on, baby.
Had people to tell me nobody don't buy magazines no more. I'm telling you the difference. I started out with 35 stores. Right now I'm at 122 stores.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
come on now.
You know, it's something I'm doing right.
A lot you doing right.
You know.
Good, great.
So, you know, people try to discourage you. And a lot of times that comes from because they ain't doing that. So when they see you winning or they see you growing or elevating, they'll try to do anything to just stop you from, you know, growing.
From growing. Because they not on your level, so they want you to stay on their level.
So that's why, you know, I learned to just, you know, block out all that. And I stay to myself. A lot of people don't really see me out. I stay to myself.
You're right.
I stay to myself. A lot of this what I do.
That's right.
This I put all my time into.
About your craft.
All my time into.
Sure.
Some of the names you called out earlier, I truly believe, like I heard that conversation earlier, how they was in the wrong generation or the wrong time frame. Like the names you said earlier, I really believe that if they would have kind of start rapping in this generation or have something really in this generation, it would have been
in crowd. And you know that's my family.
Young Squad.
Young Squad.
Young Squad. In crowd was so ahead of their time, and they were so unique because you had everything right there: rappers, producers, engineers. They were just so ahead of their time, man. Young Squad was supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
Them boys supposed to be in there, like,
it was exciting. Like,
seeing them in the source was more so like, man, I want to have my own magazine. Cause at the time I'm working at this ideal and seeing them in the source magazine, that was motivation.
Wow.
But you know, it's all about staying consistent. And I tell everybody, you got to stay consistent. You got to.
I ain't even know that Kabuba, my girl uncle. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm really tight with him, so it's just like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Cool cat right there for sure. When did you see a moment where you felt like this ain't gonna work, or did you ever see that or feel that moment? You said something about the magazine. Oh, they don't buy magazine, but here, guess what? Magazines still sell.
You always gonna have people to like try to just tell you. I feel like that's their way of tearing you down. Like, man, nobody don't buy magazines no more. I got into a whole debate with somebody on air when I was at a radio station in Florida. Like, well, they might don't buy but as long as you put that content, when you put the right content in there that the consumers want to read, of course they're gonna buy it. You gotta have that right content in there.
Right.
And one thing I learned, I don't rush the process. Even with the deal that I got, I tell my distributors, like, okay, I know every quarter we're supposed to come out, but I'm not finna rush it because If it succeed, my name on it, and then if it fail, my name on it.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm
You
not
gotta
gonna
take that
rush.
name.
I don't rush. I don't rush my process. I take everything. I take time with it. Time with whoever I want to interview. Make sure the layouts, the background, make sure everything is on point before I even submit it into these people.
So you deep with that craft. You make sure your craft is right. The detail area. That's always good too. Always good too. For sure.
So aside from the magazine, you also do have the radio station too.
I
as well.
started a radio station.
Yeah.
Come on,
And
man.
that's another interesting story.
Yeah.
Radio station.
Are we going too far ahead? We need to back up a little bit.
No, you're
I ain't
right.
privy to that one now.
Radio station, man, it's in the mix radio. I started the radio station because I was working at a radio station in Florida for 3 years. And this particular Saturday, I did not come because my wife had COVID. So when I came the following Saturday, me and the PD, we had some words. And he told me, like, well, I told him, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. I'm a grown man just like you is.
Come on now.
So he told me, he said, his exact words, well, okay, superstar, take your show to another station.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's just what he told me. So I, once again,
Wow.
I already been told to start my own radio station. You got a magazine, Pat, start a radio station. I'm like, man, that's a lot of work. But I read up on it. I wanted to go to one platform, but it was a long waiting period. So I went through Live 365 and started it. I'm glad I'm with Live 365 because how everything is now with them license, you got to have everything right to play music because right now, man, them people can stop you. So I started it. I started it, man, and right now we at 10,000 listeners. 10,000 listeners, man.
I'm sorry, Patrick. Hey, man, what's your problem? Announce yourself, man.
I don't tell my boy, you almost gave me a heart attack back here.
God, y'all hear anything? You ain't hear no head on the garage door.
It's the hat, man, that made him come in real smooth. It's the hat had real smooth, slick,
Especially when I was expecting you early in the year, I forgot about you. Now I forgot about you coming. You put a cowboy hat on. Hey, turn that camera around, man.
Yeah, I was on them. I ain't heard them boots tap with that hat or nothing.
Oh my
I'm talking about came in slick with it.
Hey, he did, but you did good because we got a guy on. We got Patrick here, man. And just
Matter of fact, this was the one I had you on the phone with.
Right.
Oh my God. Well, my heart dropped, boy.
What's up?
What's happening? We got the velvet voice, man. Sweet Jones just popped up in here, man.
Back to Patrick.
Like a ghost. Yeah. No. Man, you know I'm paranoid.
Man, you need a doorbell.
It's dark out there too. The light even come on. I gotta check the light now. Good. I'm sorry, Patrick, man. Man, but yeah. So he said, all right, superstar.
Yeah, he told me that straight up. He told me, okay, superstar, take your show to another station. All because I'm saying I'm not gonna let you talk to me like that. I'm grown just like you. Flat out, I told him I got a daddy. I'm grown just like you. You're not gonna talk to me like that. So he told me, okay, superstar, take your show to another station. I started my own station.
And so that show right there was on the local right here? Like,
No, it was in Florida.
it was Florida.
It was on the clear. It was on the it was Clearwater, Tampa, St. Pete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I was there for 3 years.
Wow.
So I know about radio, and then I wanted my station to be different because a lot of online stations, I think they sound the same. Play nothing but music.
That's true.
Me being around Tremaine, being around Swin, Big Twin, them, I know I want that correct sound. Being around Nick, them, I want that correct sound. So everybody that have ever listened to my station, they said, man, your station sound like an FM station because I worked around these people.
Yeah.
I don't seen these people work the boards, so I'm sitting there like I know how I want my station to sound. My station don't sound like no regular online station.
Sound like a real radio station. Like I've definitely tuned in more than a few times. And
You got to know about the sweeper. You got to know about the commercials, how to put everything where it need to go. And I engineer everything myself.
Sure.
Wow. You have any DJs or
Right now, we
radio
got
personnel?
we got 8 DJs and we got 5 podcasts.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
And they wrote that podcast in, so it makes sense. Yeah.
All they got to do like send me the MP3, and I upload it. I put in the commercials in the sweeper, and man, extend it out to whatever time frame it's supposed to be.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
What is that face for?
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that for sure. I like that. That's good. That's good. That's dope. That's dope. Back to your magazine. I mean, anything else pertaining to the radio side?
The radio side, man, we just continue to grind it out. Like it was hard getting on 10,000 listeners now, but we got them.
Oh, you got them though.
We got them, man.
10,000.
We getting right now. We getting 10,000 listeners a month. A little over 10,000 listeners a month in 7 countries.
That's so. What's the word? That's like a requirement or something like that based on their.
Well, 3 years. Like we just been at this 3 years with the radio station. When I started it, man, it was hard getting about 10, 15 listeners a week. Cause you gotta get your name out there.
Yeah, fast.
And then we had to build it up, man. It just getting the right DJs on there. Then I was blessed to be able to network with a HBCU, and that helped out a whole lot.
That's gonna help out for sure.
Yeah, they helped out a whole lot. I'm blessed to have interns through the music and mass comm program. Wow. So that helped out a whole lot, man.
Wow, that's dope.
They came in, man, put me into a whole nother market.
Yeah, man.
I got a question related to you, the magazine.
Okay.
What's your stance when you get writer's block or you can't fill that page? What do you do to help with that?
When I get writer's block, I normally, man, I go back and look. Like if it's somebody that I don't got too much information on, and they want me to interview them, no, let me change it. If it's somebody that I always want to have the right questions that nobody ain't asked.
Right.
So when you get that person that you interviewing, they's like, dawg, that's a good question. Then you don't ask the question that nobody ain't asked. I like to do my research. Like I like to research. Even with Kurupt, we know about the dog pound and we know, but just hearing his story. And we on the phone, we was on the phone almost 3 hours. I'm like, man, you need to do a movie. Cause this man, everything he told me, he was there, East West Coast beef. He told me about, he was in there. Yeah. He was there the night. He was there in LA the night at the hospital when Big got killed.
Wow.
Cause at the time he was with Foxy Brown. So, just hearing his story, hearing about the Suge, like, he ain't say nothing negative about Suge. Like, everything he told me, like, Suge was a good dude. And just seeing how everything playing out now, we know who was the boogeyman. Right. Everybody thought Suge was.
The boogeyman.
Yeah, but, just hearing his story or hearing Ralph McDaniels, how he started Video Music Box. And just he listening to him, like, Video Music Box was really one of the biggest things before VH1, MTV.
That's right, yeah.
It was Video Music Box. Every artist had to go through him to get their videos put out. Wow. Like, just hearing his story, man, like, working with Tupac and working with Nas, working with Biggie earlier, man, just hearing them type of stories, man, it's just intriguing. Yeah. Like, it just like, oh, man, Nas and Big was going to come out with an album. That would have been dope. So they hear him tell me that, like, God. Yeah. Then Cocaine and Code 187, man, the architects of that G-Funk sound. And they don't work with everybody on the West Coast, from Easy to Pop to Suge, Dre, Snoop. But they had a lot of good stories. So I'm like, man, and for them to tell me, man, we appreciate you because you keeping our legacy going. You that make me feel good.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. How did you? And you don't have to answer it all the way if you can't. If it's G14 classified, I get it. How did you run into Kurupt? How did you get that
through my my ex manager.
Oh,
He
okay.
literally plugged me with his with Kurupt manager.
So based on all people that you know,
Yeah.
everything happens based on who you know, who you.
He plugged me with Kurupt manager, man. Like,
I can only imagine that story. Where could they find that story, that interview right there?
I have to pull it up.
Okay. So it's
Like anything that I put in the magazine, I don't never put online.
Got you. Okay.
Cause we want people to buy the magazine.
That's right. That's right.
So
That's
you go to my
strategy.
website, content gonna be different. On the website, I try to put like a entertainment news, try to spotlight the independent artists, and now I do a lot of stuff with the spotlighting the high school artists.
Okay.
Not high school talent, I mean, cause man, they need a platform too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Trying to find their way for sure.
Yeah, they need
Absolutely.
a platform. So I do athlete of the week, and even now, just being with the HBCU, I do the college athlete of the week.
Okay. Wow. Which HBCU got you?
Delaware State University.
Delaware State. Wow. So you would think? See, that ain't even local. That's crazy. That's you all over the place.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
That's wild. That's good, man. That's good for real.
I got a question. With journalism, has that ever been in your background or your interest ever?
Nah, it wasn't.
And that's even more amazing.
It wasn't.
But now you got your
Wasn't.
own radio station
It
and your
just-
own.
I was in the medical field. The whole while I was building this up, I worked in the medical field.
Wow. Wow.
It's like you found a void and you filled it.
Right. And even as it was growing, I had a few nurses like, Patrick, you're gonna come a point that you're gonna have to put this. Yeah, it's growing. Your attention for it to grow even bigger, you're gonna have to put your attention into it. And when I first did it, man, I was scared. Cause we looking at, you got bills, man. That's what you be looking at.
Bill, baby. They
But
gonna keep
God just made a way, man. God made a way.
God did.
It's all about that faith for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
God did, for
man.
And believing in yourself.
Believe
man.
that's it right there.
And believing in yourself.
Yeah.
innit?
Sure.
God
I
saw it too.
had to step out. I had to step out on faith.
That
And they was
entrepreneurship.
telling me that for 2 years. Like, eventually you're gonna have to put all your time into your magazine for it to grow. And that's what I did.
You definitely did your due diligence, because I remember in 2012 when you first hit me up, I was like 2011 or something like that.
Right.
And it's like the way you broke it down to me, like you knew so much about me. I was like, who the hell is this? Like, I thought it was like the FBI or something. Like you were saying way
Oh,
too
you know,
much, but-
you be looking at everybody movement. And I'm like, okay, y'all had a movement at that time, so I want to interview you.
Yeah.
Young Squad, they had a movement. I don't think I never got to interview them like I wanted to, but Chill pretty much had a little grind going at the time. His movement don't grew.
Yeah.
So everybody that had that movement, I just wanted to be able to just spotlight them. Cause once again, we got a lot of talent here in South Georgia, but
But just the way
everything
you did
focused
it, though,
on.
that's why I was asking about
Yeah,
the
I just
journalistic
I
background,
like to
because I've
study.
never-
I study every anybody I want to interview. I study them.
I never
I
had
go
nobody
listen to their
that just hit
music.
you up and just
Yeah.
got so much to say, and then you wasn't. I'm not the only one. You did it with a lot of folks or whatnot. You knew exactly what you was talking about by the time you called these folks and had a conversation.
I sit back and listen to their music, and I study. I study everything.
I got a question.
Wow.
Why you think nobody really from the South, well, besides Field Mob and stuff like that, why you think nobody really actually made it the mainstream that's in that area?
One, they don't want to invest in themselves like they should. There was a time it was a lot of bickering.
Okay.
Like, I'm not gonna support Bird because I'm scared Bird gonna make it.
Damn.
It was a lot of that going around here. It was a lot of that. I don't. I'm the magazine guy, and I don't got hated on. I had an artist to tell me, well, such and such told me not to mess with you because your magazine ain't out there like that.
Wow.
And I'm bigging the dude up.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man, you a real one because he wasn't bigging you up like that.
Yeah.
I remember
That's
like
crazy. Though.
Background haters, boy.
Wow.
Bro,
Background
I don't been through
Something
that.
like that.
I don't been through it.
it was
You
some
gotta-
stories like
You gotta start somewhere.
kind of back in the day, I guess when my dad and them were rapping, they basically like him, Miss Vonda, and a couple more people like they finna have a deal with Ludacris, but it didn't go on because I guess the money wasn't right, the paper wasn't right, or something wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So
even then, they was inspiration, route type, inspiration, Vonda, inspiration, Fat Sacks.
Yeah.
All that was inspiration. Like, and man, I was 18, 19 when all that was going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's inspiration.
So,
Haters, man.
And and when everybody just don't come together. Atlanta, they came together.
Oh my God. I'm glad.
They came together.
You know where I'm about to go now, man.
Me and Bird had this conversation 5, 6, 7 years ago. Like, this is why South Georgia can't jump off, because we hate on each other. Atlanta, they all them was coming together one time when they came out with the new song.
The Dungeon family. Oh,
they was coming together, supporting each other. Where down here, we scared this person gonna make it before this person, so I'm gonna rag this person to this person. I'm gonna rag this person to this DJ or this promoter.
We had a
crab
small
syndrome
town mentality.
Yeah, that crab syndrome.
It shouldn't even be, man, cause everybody, I can name 10 artists off the top of my head right now should be signed.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right now. Should be signed.
I moved to Atlanta, man, in 2011. And when I moved there, and being from down here, I saw how easy it was to get on, because exactly what you just said. They don't hold information. It's like, man, it's money out here for everybody. It's out here for everybody. What you need? I mean, that's how, man, listen, oh my God. This how Seven Smoke got started. I had to reach out to an Atlanta cigar lounge, and now they my family straight up. I go to bat for them no matter what. They got my back. They come down to the shows. Shout out to Smokehouse Cigars. I just reached out randomly one day. I followed a lot of them anyways before I even started the thing, just to see how they move and so on and so forth. Did my little studies, and I just clicked the first one I clicked on and sent a message to in 2019. They said, "Oh, come on up. We'll open the shop. We closed right now because of the COVID hour. We'll open the shop up for you early and we'll show you around. Man, listen, it changed my life. Went up there on a Friday, a one-day trip. They only take one-day trip to Atlanta. One-day trip. They opened up the shop early for me, showed me the whole lounge, the ins and outs, all the way from the floor all the way to the doggone humidifiers.
yeah.
The best ones to get.
Yeah.
Oh, we do everything. I was in there for like 5 hours. Took pictures, man. They said, anything you need, you the last one we gonna help out like this right here. You little bro now.
Right.
You little bro now. And ever since, Smokehouse Cigars been having my back. They let me know what's in, what's out, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Any type of ideas I need, any type of rules and laws that going on in the state of Georgia when it comes to the premium cigar, premium tobacco, whatever, they are on it. Anything when it comes to the legal side, period, they got me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I learned that in 2011, but I actually experienced it real heavy in 2019. And this is Atlanta. This is Atlanta right here. And it's down here is where I've always saw, like, you gotta get it on. You gotta get it on. Figure out. I give you this right here, but I ain't gonna give you
everything.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the crumbs, but you gotta figure out. I don't need you competing with me.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality that we got right now in Seven Smoke. We go and show love to all the cigar spots.
Right.
Stogies, shout out to Stogies. Our dog Sam, shout out to Sam. You know, we all visit these places. You know what I'm saying? We ain't. You know, we show love. We show love because that's the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? They don't do what we do. We don't do what they do. So on and so forth. Like, we got our own ambience. We got our own personality over here. And they got their own thing. but we show love because they got stuff that we may not have. So we ain't finna bash them.
Yeah.
We ain't finna bash nobody that's in the same little field right here. You know what I'm saying? So
if the artists had that same mentality, man,
Yeah.
it'll.
It's like that. It's like that in all the when people going into business and stuff, man. You know, I'm in something totally different. With the window tint and stuff, man. To make it in this city right here, you got to really
be a dog.
Yeah. and I'm the one that's trying not to be the dog, because anybody asks me, man, I'm gonna show you everything I know.
That's you.
Because
That's
I got
it.
that I got that mentality
That's,
of
yeah, that's in
I
you.
can't do everything.
Yeah.
I can't get every car, every window out there. But it's enough for everybody to eat off this plate.
Right.
That's right.
But you got some of them out there, man, they will undercut you, man. With the quickness.
I don't went through that.
Man, and it's
Too small
they
for
make
that.
it hard when all we got to do is just come together. And actually, the way the economy is, hey, we all can be at the same at price range.
Come on, baby.
You know,
I don't
we
went
can
through
get the
that
same numbers.
with the magazine and
Nobody
the radio
won't.
station.
Yeah, they won't do it.
They ice you what your prices is. Seeing somebody to ice you on purpose.
Yeah.
You mess around and tell them, next thing you know, they undercutting you.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
went
exactly
through that,
how
man.
that's exactly how it is.
I
And
don't
what's
went
really
through
and what's really crazy about it, man, we all can eat if we all just go ahead
Absolutely.
and,
All
because
can
there's enough out here.
Absolutely.
Why would you try to undercut somebody when we all can be still getting it? We fall apart enough to where we can take care of different parts of the city and still eat.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Man, but they don't see it like that.
Selfishness, man.
Yeah.
Like
Don't want to
Egos
see
and
see you up.
egos and selfishness.
Yep,
And
don't wanna
I
see you
truly
up.
don't understand it either, man. Like I said, me and him had that conversation years ago.
Years ago.
And even before we had that conversation, me and my team, we had been felt like that. That was back to even when I was talking to you before,
Yeah.
with the modeling days or whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't understand why none of that stuff was like how it is.
And
From then
we
to
saw
now.
it then. Yep, we
And
saw
I,
it then.
and I see it like it's not just in one field, it's in every
Everything.
field, but it's in the same area. And it makes zero sense to me. Cause like even with just studio stuff, engineering and whatnot, like sometimes I don't have artists come to my studio or whatnot and just real talk. This song ain't for me to do, bro. Like I guarantee you, if you go to such and such, they'll do a better job on this or whatnot. I don't have to say that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I said that. Like I want you to go to him because he gonna do a better job on this song.
Yeah.
Because it's his type of joints that he do. Now it's other joints that other folks done came to me and I was just like, yeah, I could have did that better. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no shade to him or whatnot. I just can see what he do versus what I can do.
That's right.
You know, just bringing it together. That's all. Like, go
Right,
to that
right.
person when you want this type of sound or whatnot, because he got you.
Yeah.
Come to me if you want this type of sound. I got you. Go to this other person for this type of sound. He got you. Go online and find somebody else. They can get you across the board on
Come on,
something,
dog.
whatever. Like they got you.
It's all about that work, baby. And I
As
got,
as an artist or whatever it is you looking for, man, find the best person for whatever it is you trying to do. That's it.
and look what we look just stop and look at where we at right now. With all the hating going on,
Right.
that has went on.
Oh yeah.
People try to stop us from doing the things that we set forth to do, our vision, and which no one understands our own vision.
That's right.
We got you started out with how many stations? Patrick,
I started out with 35 stores.
how many you got now?
100, 122.
122.
Come on, man.
Hey Diggity,
Uh.
come on now, talk to me.
Oh man.
Hey
Dude.
Diggity, that damn rank top 20 in the United States of America.
Hey, man,
world.
I started out working for somebody, man, here in town, and I went through an unfortunate event that dropped me down to nothing, man.
Wow.
I had to start from the bottom,
From the bottom.
but you know what? My character spoke for me,
Sure.
and
That's it.
That's what took me up, because they knew. They said, "Man, you're a good dude, man."
Real people
And
recognize real people.
yeah, and they, hey man, and you do good work. So you know what, man? I'm gonna drive past these 4 shops and come
To you.
get to, get
on.
to you.
Come on. Come
And
on.
that right there, man, took me. That humbled me so much.
Come on.
Cause I was like, wow, man, they coming to see me.
Yes, sir.
People from the base.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Ooh.
So that
They
right
heard
there,
about you.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that right there by itself, man, is humbling.
Yes,
and,
sir.
And knowing that the people are spreading that,
Yeah.
you know, letting other people know. So yeah, it's crazy. But you got people that's in the same business that won't do that. that burns. What do you say? It chaps my butt.
Crap my butt.
Because they won't go the extra.
Yeah.
You know, to
Yeah.
say, hey, you know what? We can't get you in. Go down here.
For sure.
What they'll do, they won't say nothing. They just, just let it ride, or they'll say, well, we could do it for X amount of dollars. Just come back later. Okay, cool, no problem. And then the customer probably will come back to me anyway because they are unsatisfied.
The approach is everything.
Yeah.
One.
Right.
They gonna remember that. I ain't like how I don't like the customer service. Customer service. Oh my god, customer service.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Take care of your people, man. They gonna take care of you.
Right.
And then see, and Bird. Listen, I had this little phone live I was doing back in the day, back around the time me and you we started talking.
Okay.
I was on phone. I smoke a cigar because I'm smoking. I go live, and I did consistently throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what Bird saw. It wasn't my business because Bird see things different from me because of his craft.
He had a
Right.
bird's eye view, man.
Right.
Bird saw
Bird's eye
something.
view,
He saw something, and I'm like, Bird, I don't know what you see, but okay. I said, okay. I never questioned it. I never questioned his talent, his craft, what he know, because I don't know anything about engineering and producing and all that stuff, man. I said, Bird said, man, I want to add to your show. I ain't even call it a show then. When you hear a show right now, they did that, and I let it be.
Right.
If he saw whatever he saw, okay. But I knew my knowledge level when it comes to what he do, what they do. I didn't have it. I just I tell people, I say I don't do it. I just sit back and talk shit on the microphone. But then he saw something when I didn't even see it my damn self. You hear me? I smoke a cigar. I go live. Hopefully somebody pop up on here that's smoking a cigar with me while I'm watching a game or something like that. Just simple as that. That's how it all started. But I was consistent with it. Bird saw it, said, man, I want to do something to your show, but I ain't ready yet. I said, Bird, whenever you say you ready, and I'm thinking he was just talking smack. At that time, but the first time you did it, I'm like, Bird just talking, man. People just do that. But he stayed on my butt to the point, to the day he said, Law, I'm ready. I got everything I need, man. This is what I need you to do, boom, boom. I said, this boy was serious.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Right.
What you see now, I want all y'all to know what y'all see right now, this whole setup, the camera switching and all that good stuff. Somebody was telling me today, but boy, you got camera switching? Like, what the? I said, yeah, camera switching. I don't know nothing about it, but they do. And,
Right.
I brag on them more than they brag on themselves. They humble. Very humble.
Very,
you know what I'm saying?
very.
But their work speak for itself. They don't have to talk. They don't have to talk. People gonna speak for them, and their work gonna speak for them. Y'all have to talk. Your work gonna speak for you. The people gonna speak for you. Even same thing. But Shaq got a whole story. What came from young boy over here? He got a whole story.
Oh yeah.
That he probably experienced more than a 50-year-old.
Yeah.
But here now and better than ever. Better than ever. And he's protected. That dog. He's protected.
Right.
We'll make sure he's protected. You know what I'm saying? Eli. Sweet Jones. I can point out things on all these jokers, man. You know what I'm saying? He just got a talent to the point where he said, Bird, I'm gonna be part of the production team. Don't miss a beat. PR, he's our PR guy also. Make sure we ain't saying nothing out of the.
And I really think your story gonna rub off on Eli.
It's gonna.
Bird reached out.
Cause I'm like,
Bird reached out to me. Matter of fact, a couple of days before that hurricane came, and Bird reached out to me, man. I'm like, yo, see, even then, like that type of information, people don't want it cause they'll be like, man, I ain't finna give him no information. His magazine take off quicker than mine. When Bird told me what he was doing, I'm like, yeah, anything the man, any information, any way I can help him, I told him I'd help him.
yeah, in the pivot from that, I want to say, like, how many times you thought about going back to healthcare? How many times you thought your vision wasn't gonna prosper?
Never.
Damn.
Never,
Bars.
man.
Gosh, bars
Never.
for sure.
Come on.
Never.
You got faith in
No,
yourself.
I stayed with it. Like I stayed with it, even going through what I went. All the haters, all the doubters, I stayed with it.
Gotcha.
And I think it's exciting to have the haters like that.
Then when you got a praying mom,
Yeah.
that's different too.
That's different ball game.
So you know,
baby.
yo, man, I stayed with it.
Gotcha.
Uncomfortable.
I can tell you the one thing I've learned doing this newsletter within the club is you got to have patience.
Yeah,
And because it's always like you want the next edition to be better than the previous one. And you know, sometimes, you know, it's okay to ask for help, but when everybody else see your vision through you, it's like, all right, got to put the world on my shoulders and push this thing out.
You
Because
definitely
the
gotta have
expectation
patience,
level
man.
has
Let's
already
go.
been set, but I've learned patience through it.
And you
know.
always go back through when you getting ready to work on your next one. Always go back to that last one. I do that every issue. I go back and look because I don't make errors. Dog, I didn't spell. I missed this spelling right here, or I forgot one issue. I forgot to put the page numbers on there. You know what I'm saying? So I always go back and look because I want every issue to be better than the next one.
Yeah.
So I always go back and study my last issue. Always.
And I will say, because of that conversation we had, the Smokers Corner newsletter is rebranding right now.
Okay.
So we got 4 months of content that's gonna come out before the end of the year.
That's what's up, man.
So you know, it's patience.
And it overachieving.
Patience.
That's
He
what's up.
dig deep into his craft. He remind me a lot of crazy thing you said.
Yeah.
He remind me a lot of you. Like
That's
he dig into
why.
his craft when it comes to the unit magazine. So when he, a lot of stuff that he put out, I think is already perfect type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he see different from what I do because of what he do. You know, he do this. It's his thing, and he's great at it. And I see him like, man, I don't know, man. I don't see nothing wrong. Boom, boom. But first of all, having a newsletter for one, it's unheard of for me. You know, I don't. So I think everything is great. Everything is great. He sees something because he's in it.
But that's how Dave May started the Source, a newsletter. And I told somebody that used to work for the Source. I said, man, look, I used to buy the Source magazine. The only reason I brought it because I'm going to the back of that magazine. And I want to see about them mics. I want to see the record review. Who got them mics? That what made me buy the Source every issue. And like me having a magazine and knowing like you don't want to make them the same mistake that they did.
Yeah.
Because at the time the Source was the hottest magazine out.
Right. That's
But
right.
they used politics was their destruction.
Oh man.
Politics of what they trying to go at Eminem, trying to blackball him.
Benzino.
Yeah. When that's the worst thing Dave Mays could have did. Gave Benzino this power to do what he wanted to do, and y'all at the top of y'all game, the best magazine in the world,
Urban.
and boom.
But it was an urban magazine, but it was known.
Yeah. When they said
Source done?
yeah, it's done. It's done.
It's been done for a
Benzino.
while.
It's done. They still print. And see, that's another thing I have learned. Just having a magazine, it's more so like an artist that got putting out the music on news on record sales. It's more so like they give you regions because we get regions. They'll tell you the southern region, your Midwest, your Southwest, your Northeastern, and your Pacific. They'll tell you like, well, Books A Million, they ain't got none in the Pacific, but they'll tell you where your strong markets is and where your weak markets is. But I'm still staying into percentile that's making them give me more stores.
Wow.
So it goes back again about the content that you put in there.
Yeah.
Content, and I'm learning like, man, I need to reach these different people. I'm glad I was able to link with people in Delaware. Now I got like 4 DJs on my station. All of them is just DJing weekly, or I got one DJ, he DJ every day.
Yeah.
He just love it.
He been doing it for 40 years.
Oh, he just love it, baby.
So a big shout out to all my DJs on In The Mix, cause they don't not only help the radio station, but they don't help the magazine
That's
as
right.
well. They
That's
gave
right.
me a whole nother market.
That's right. Mm.
So I'm able to sell in Delaware. I'm able to sell in Pennsylvania.
Market is everywhere, baby. That's dope. That is dope. That's dope. The craft, man. Can't forget your craft. Stick with it. You know what you know. You know what you know. You know the work you put into this thing. I mean, and it shows. You got all these different artists. What's your? You say Kurupt? That's your
Kurupt.
biggest interview.
Kurupt.
You said some big names.
What,
So-
Cricket Eye at the time when I had Cricket Eye on the cover. You know, he go by King Cricket now. But at the time he was on the cover, he just had did on his podcast, he had did an interview with Eminem and it went viral.
Yeah.
So you know what, just having him on the cover
Good look. Great look.
and with that, the first issue that hit newsstands had Cricket Eye on the cover. Then I had Billy Daines from MOP. He was in there. Cool dude. Keith Murray, yeah, he's a cool dude. He had some stories too.
Oh,
But you know, I had some weapons in there. Yo.
yo.
Yeah, I had some weapons in that issue, man. I had some weapons in that issue. And just to see who don't want, that's the ultimate goal was like, I don't care if I ever get the chance to have it on the newsstands one time. I want to be able to say my magazine was on newsstands.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I want to be able to take a picture and see my magazine on the newsstand.
That's right.
And God have blessed me to be able to come out every quarter.
Man.
It's hard.
Who do you think was your favorite interview?
My favorite one, I'll toss that up between Kurupt, Cricket Eye, and Ralph McDaniels. Them three cost all them. Cocaine don't have. They had good stories too. Them four, cause they stories were so good. Like everybody that had them stories, they could turn into a movie, man.
So basically, the stories is what catch you.
Yeah, man. Listening to, we watching everything, but they living it.
They live.
We seeing everything on BET at the time.
yeah.
They living all that.
Yeah.
They living it, man. Kurupt, I think I would have to say Kurupt. Cause Kurupt, man, he had some stories. Literally. He had some
Man.
stories.
Yeah, he was right in the midst.
Really, he a East Coast dude that moved on the West Coast.
Oh, like Pop. Really?
Yeah, Kurupt was up next in line. Kurupt was supposed to be the next one after Pop got killed, man.
Literally, wow.
And he was nice.
When you think when you talking about lyricism, you can't leave Kurupt out. You can't.
That's true. That's true. So how so it makes sense when he was dating Foxy Brown?
Foxy.
Yeah.
Man, he touched on that. He touched on, you know, everything with DMX.
Yeah.
I literally I could have did probably about 10 pages just with his story. And I had 6, but I narrowed it down to 4. Cause I had to edit it, man. And I didn't want to take some parts out of it.
Nice.
Golly. And so it makes sense the fact that he's a West Coast. I thought he was a West Coast guy, not knowing he was born in New York.
He was born in
doing-
Philadelphia.
Oh, so in Philadelphia.
Even when I
East
had him on the
Coast,
cover, man, he got a street in Philadelphia named after him.
And he dated Foxy Brown around all this West Coast, East Coast beef.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
He got a kid. He got a kid by the girl was in that group, Black.
Oh.
Boom like the 808.
Which one?
The one that got
died.
killed. Yeah. In that
yeah.
car wreck. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Well, Kurupt moving, eh?
Kurupt, man. Kurupt had some stories, man. Just listening to how him and Suge first met. The early days of Death Row, it's one thing we see in the documentaries, but by the time the documentary came out, I already knew all the story because he don't told me.
Yeah.
He don't told me, man.
So Suge was a good guy.
He didn't say nothing bad about Suge, man.
Me and my homie joke about that. We was just like,
He
what
ain't
if
say
everybody
nothing.
just portraying him to be the
Yeah,
boogeyman, but he actually a good
That
dude.
man did not say nothing bad about Suge.
A lot
Point
of people
blank
say
period.
bad boogeyman stuff about Suge. Everybody, a lot
Yeah, a
of
lot of
people
people did say they had a first-hand experience with those shoes.
But we seeing the story now. Who was the real?
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the
for
real
sure.
bad boy?
Yeah.
All right.
You know?
Bars.
We seeing the story. But that man didn't say nothing negative about Suge. He said he told me if it went from Suge, Snoopy, that's what he called Snoop, Snoopy or Dre,
You know,
it wouldn't be no Kurupt. That's what the man told me. And you know, even the dude, the OG Kurupt, Big U,
Yeah.
you know, Big U used to be his manager.
See, Big U now. So Big U and Wack, they grew up pretty good together. Now they beefing. So, but it all, and so you know.
Well, you see somebody like Wack, man.
Oh, so you familiar?
Well, somebody like Wack, somebody asked me this literally 3 months ago. You think you ever want to interview Wack? I told him no. Straight up.
Dang.
Straight up. I just, how can you be a part of everything that don't happen?
The biggest manipulator I've ever seen in my life, man.
You're a part of every situation that don't happen. You either was there or around, or somebody in your camp was there.
Yeah. Something
Wack
don't
got,
play
man.
out. Something
Wack got
something
information
not
on
right.
everybody. See, I see Wack on Clubhouse. This is where I've talked to Wack. I've listened to him about his whole street politics stuff and how he run his whole stages on Clubhouse like the yard that we call it, the yard. Like he only did like 6 years or something like that, but he go back and forth about speaking about Suge and so on and so forth. Him and Big U was on an interview. I forgot who interviewed him, and they said they asked both of them who would be the biggest, most influential Crip that you know. Wack said, I have to say Big U. So they, like I said, they grew up together pretty much. They did some things together in the community. They asked Big U who's the biggest Pyru blood gang. Of course, Wack gonna think you gonna say Wack, but he said Suge.
Wow.
He said Suge is the biggest influential, influencing Pyru blood gang guy. That's on that side over there, and I think Wack was a little disappointed because you know, but Wack, he's not in the street no more. Like I said, he's definitely familiar. I mean, I heard stories of him being in it. I heard stories he can't go back to where he started out in Pequanno. But you know, that's just Wack is a huge manipulator. He's on there, making the whole stage.
And I know the one thing I don't learn personally about them West Coast guys, they do record phone calls.
Absolutely.
I don't been in a situation where a call was recorded and I said, yeah, he said that.
Yeah, for sure.
So when he got called, like, Pat, I can't believe you threw me up on the door. What you talking about? He played the recording for her. I said, well, I did. Did I lie?
For sure.
So I know, and this was like 2018, so I know they do that on the West Coast. They record them phone conversations.
It's crazy. From what I learned, to the point where they try to get information on people or try to, you know, even if like you've been in jail, they want to get your paperwork, so on and so forth, and they're trying to find some pieces that you've did some dirt. Like they try to do that shit with, they try to do it a lot with Suge, a lot, you know, it'd be a lot of story behind it. But you know, when they bring up Wack, my stuff sealed. Like it's a lot of suspicion going on, a whole bunch of on that West Coast when it comes to the paperwork and trying to exploit people. That's all I hear.
They stored bad, man.
Phone, like you said,
They record phone calls, yeah.
You know, it's like, boy, and then they bring it to a social media platform.
Yeah.
Like, what
That's
is
the
going
news.
on? Like, what is going on with this? Trying to exploit somebody, trying to expose
Yeah, I
somebody?
think the whole thing with the paperwork, I think that's crazy.
That is
Going
wild.
through all them extremities to get somebody paperwork, I just think it's crazy.
Why
man.
not just make a magazine? Get
Why
your
not?
magazine. But
Why
you want to
not?
expose her about it. And I guess what that, I mean, I don't know what it's going to do for you, but you all about exposing.
How you feel about Nipsey? Like Nipsey, like his,
Oh man,
You would have interviewed him.
I would have interviewed Nip, man. Nip was
sure.
for his community.
yeah.
Yeah, he was for the community, man. Nip was for the community. I think that shouldn't even happen to Nip.
Cause like a lot of people say, well, me personally, like before he died, you know what I'm saying, I had a family member who kind of reminded me of Nipsey with the business aspect of everything. And then, you know, before he died, I started listening to his music and stuff like that. And then once he died, it's like I went back to his old music.
And his
And I was
own
like,
music was
man,
hitting. Yeah.
like this man was really smart. Like he was
Yeah.
basically saying, bump these diamonds, I'm finna go invest in some real estate property. I'm finna go get this, I'm finna go
Above
get
his
that.
time.
I was
Sure.
like, wow, man,
Sure.
like that was
Sure.
crazy. That was wild. That was
sure.
wild for sure.
And Nipsey was one of them ones, man. Special, gifted, chosen, for sure. And even with Nipsey, though, you still hear that platform over there got dirt on trying to put Nipsey out, even while he's gone.
While he's gone.
It's so weird.
All these years he been gone.
It's
This
just so
last
weird.
few years he been gone. They still try to throw dirt on that man's name.
That's crazy.
I think I know the answer to this before I even ask it. But from you managing artists to you doing the magazine to you doing a radio show, which is your favorite to do overall?
The magazine.
Gotcha.
I mean, the artist is cool, but I just ain't got time to babysit no grown people.
I feel that.
I just don't, man. You could tell them what they need to do, and I'm gonna tell you, me personally, and I'm being honest, and they wanna get in the comment and say what they want to say. Oh well, a lot of local artists, a lot of times when they hit that radio station, hear their song on the radio, that's it. They act like they already made it.
Ride, huh? They'll ride.
They already made it. Their head get big. They want to go to the club. They think they're supposed to get their VIP section because they song getting played on the radio. That's hustling backwards.
Yeah.
Stay in line.
That's hustling backwards.
As you said, I was done with that shit when I was 25. I said them exact words you just said. I ain't babysitting no grown folks, man.
no,
Either you
man.
want to or you don't. If you want to, I'm here.
I have artists hitting me up like, I need a manager, and I direct them to somebody. I just cannot manage no artist. No, I cannot.
It's babysitting, like you said, bro.
I can't, man. Because you gotta have first thing you gotta have a budget.
Yeah.
You got to, cause everything ain't free. Beats are not for free. Recording, engineering, all them
Studio
fees
time
ain't free, man.
Marketing.
But marketing and promoting, it's not free. But once again, a lot of artists wanna go spend $500 to go out to the club that night. Them same $500, they go your studio time, your marketing, and your promote, all in one. You gotta have a budget. They rather look the part.
But before the budget, you need to have a work ethic first.
Yeah.
That's the first
And then don't
thing.
think just because you put your song on Facebook and it gets all the likes and comments, then you hit me up like, man, can you help me get a paid show? How?
Yeah.
You gotta build a fan base.
Right.
You gotta do a fan base.
Just because you got 200 people liking and 50, 60 comments, y'all already thinking y'all make it.
Turn that into a
But then
business.
one thing is, if you can't take criticism, don't be in the music game. Cause if I tell you I don't like your song, I don't think that song for you, I'm hating.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you my honest opinion. Like, no, I don't really like it. But I'm hating. So I'm like, okay, if you feel that way, don't send me your song.
Right.
West Coast, East Coast type thing, man. They don't like the way they do their stuff on the West Coast. Somebody don't like the way they do it on the East Coast. You're gonna have that difference, you know.
Somebody's always gonna
Always
not
gonna.
like
Yeah,
what you do.
that's
Like,
that. That's
I mean, like, look at Kendrick Lamar. 14 Grammys and all the nominations that he
14.
don't had, etc. Done won about 14 plus or whatnot, and all the nominations he don't had, it's
Somebody
still
still
people out who say they don't like him,
like
and
him.
that's
Don't like
okay.
him.
Yeah.
That is
Don't
okay.
like
And those
him.
nominations and those Grammys don't validate him to be like one of the very best or whatnot. It's just you choose who you like. That's it. Even he can't get that. So what
Right.
make you think you deserve
Right.
that?
Right.
So Drake can't
Right.
get that. What make you think you
Right.
deserve that?
And who's topping them two right now? Really?
Any artist in the world that you could think about, there's people who don't like Michael Jackson.
Exactly.
Who are you to think you gonna top
Right.
him?
Right. Exactly.
Everybody get criticism, man. You gotta be able to accept that.
You gotta
and they
too.
don't have
The
to
music
like it. That don't mean
game,
that person is wrong.
The music game, you got to learn to take criticism.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not going to like your music.
And a lot of criticism comes from people not understanding what you were really trying to do. You know, criticism is one thing. Oh, you should do it. No, but that's not the lane I'm trying to be in. And so it's not a disrespect thing. It's just criticism. Somebody else's opinion about your craft or whatever. And you got to be able to take it and know how to run with it. Or let it roll off your shoulder. If it don't apply, let it fly.
That's it.
And when you say work ethic, I often say, man, you got to have that work ethic. Bunky,
Shout out to Bump, man.
crazy work
Shout out to
ethic.
Bump.
Yeah.
Bunk got a crazy work ethic, man. That's why Bunk was always one of my favorite artists, man, because Bunk work ethic is crazy.
Don't sleep, man.
It's crazy. Like Jimmy, I love Jimmy, man. Love his music. When I heard his new song he coming out with, I'm like, bro, we've been waiting on it. Them boys got crazy work ethic. Flexico, man. Flexico supposed to be the next
Flex,
one
man.
up. Supposed to be the next one up, man.
Damn.
And I think with that, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Flex. I know Flex personally. So I think like with that, he gotta, you know what I'm saying, change his environment. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna go to that next level for sure.
That
You know what I'm
Flex
saying?
tight, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, my guy for sure.
Yep.
And that's real talk. Me and my cousin, he closer to him or whatnot.
Yeah.
We was just talking about that the other day.
Yeah. Got to.
And which everybody got to when it comes to the music thing as an artist or whatnot. Yeah, you got to, man. You can't
to.
like everything that you talk about on these songs. You can't keep doing.
Keep doing it. You
Right.
gotta
If
leave
you
it-
really want to be an artist like that, I understand you come from that background and that's your situation and everything. That's what you know about. You can't stay.
You gotta move.
You gotta move away
gotta
from it. You
move
gotta
away
get around
from it.
folks that want the best for you,
Yeah.
and not the ones who gonna encourage you to keep doing the same stuff we was doing last year and 2 years ago.
For sure.
They see your path and what you're trying to do. They gotta respect that. And
In
let you
order to
enforce
elevate,
it with you.
yeah, in order to elevate, sometimes you gotta move away from the people around you, man.
That's right.
In order to elevate.
If you, like they say, if you the smartest one in your circle, find
you in the circle
dog.
for
You know,
sure.
If you ain't learning nothing from your people around you, you're not getting anything. You're not influenced somehow, some way from the people around you. You need to find those some other people, basically. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around us right now, we can learn something from the youngest to the oldest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the age don't mean nothing. It's just craft.
Right.
I don't have the same thing you got, but I want to know, man, that's amazing. And like I say, I'm gonna brag for you when you don't brag for yourself.
Right.
When I see something, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. You need to have the people around you that's gonna build you, support you. You know what I'm saying? Damn the fans. Damn the fans.
Sure.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You need supporters.
yeah. You don't want to. I mean, Thug is a prime example.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to end up in that situation. Thank God he got out of his and he got what he got. That's still hard to deal with.
Even getting what he got is crazy.
Yeah,
You gotta
it's
walk
still
life.
hard to deal with.
You gotta walk real life.
Gotta walk
So
life.
we had a discussion about this the weekend, and I gave my opinion on it. My opinion was that I wouldn't have took that deal. 15 years probation.
Yeah.
So you did time?
I would not.
Oh.
Not to do that probation.
That's hard.
Not 15 years.
I say this right here. That is because I know what probation is all set up upon you.
You feeling?
Yeah, you gonna f up on probation. So because it's strict, especially with what they said to him. She did give him an opportunity to still, work his craft. A lot of judges don't give a damn about your craft, what you do, where you make money, how you make money. Most of them are gonna shut that all down. They don't give a damn about that. But one thing about her, that the judge, she actually allowed him to say, you're allowed to leave the state, leave the country, to make sure you check in with your probation officer. A lot of them don't do that. Now, yeah, again, but knowing who Thug is and the organization that he may be in or not, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
15 years, man.
I mean,
So you can't,
be in the metropolitan area of Atlanta where you grew up at.
You got to think 15 years, and you know, out of that 15 years, let's just say 5 to 7 of that is intense. Yeah. So you can't get in no kind of trouble.
Well, he gonna be 48 when he done with it. So he 33. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I would have took the deal like because she allowed me to still make money doing what I do. Me being locked up, taking how many years or whatever, they can come up with a decision. I don't know. I couldn't be in the walls, dog.
If you took my option A or B, locked up for that long, or being out under that term,
15 years.
I want to see freedom.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit my ass down in the Blue Ridge
all day.
Yeah. Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm in Blue Ridge Mountains.
He gonna have to move.
Just move to Tennessee.
If y'all want to come
to a new environment.
Come
that's the only way that's gonna work. Right. Get out of your environment.
Get out of that. Get out of the norm.
Cause 15 years is a long time, man. And you mess up in them 15 years, you might have to go do 40 years?
Yeah, what she said.
And he might mess up on year 14, and hopefully they cut that off before he gets to that point. But he might mess up on year 14.
Early termination for sure. Mm-hmm. He might be eligible after 10. He might be eligible after 10.
I hope
that's
so.
Still long.
That's still long.
Yeah. That's still long. For him though, man, like come on, man. Like
no lead.
Thug is one of them guys that has a rank. I mean, has a name in Atlanta. Like even when he was 12. Yeah. 12 years old, man. Yeah. Man, Thug is Thug is that man. That so it's I see the difficulties behind the 15 years and you can't go back to Metropolitan. The people around you already, all of them got guns. Probably.
Yeah, for real.
You can't be around that. You can't be around that. It's gonna be hard. I mean, you're gonna have some heavy security to check everybody, even your closest ones,
right?
To make sure they ain't coming around you with no bull crap.
Brothers and all.
Oh yeah, all of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you gonna have to do all that. Hey, brother, I see you, man.
I'll hold it down.
It's gonna be hard to hold that down for 15 years. She allow you to come back to this city for like you got 4 times a year. You got to go back to a school and talk about anti-gang stuff like that. She allow you to come in there. She allow you to come back for like if immediate family is sick or something like that for funeral. Yeah. Only for immediate family, medical, funerals, and weddings. I think.
Yep.
Immediate family though. Not your homeboys. You got a bigger homeboy base than you got family. I mean, so he's like, man, it's gonna be tough. But I just think he say he's 33. I learned a lot. I'm 33 now. I'm 33 now. I learned a lot. Okay, we gonna see. He said, I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna move away. And I hope so. Just get in the mountains, man, where everybody can't go to the mountains. Everybody don't want to go to the mountains. Just get your butt in the mountains out there. Get your nice ass view.
Come on, man.
Out the mountains, man. Get your nice view and sit back. If anybody want to join you and party with you, come out to the mountain. Yeah. That's what we're gonna turn it up in the mountain. We're gonna buy all this land out here. We're gonna buy all these acres out here, and we're gonna have a little Atlanta right here.
Man, that means you still gotta walk a tight rope. 15 years, you can't make a mistake.
Police go right around the mountain.
Hey, what you said? He had a name since he was 12. Okay, then.
My main thing is what he can and cannot say in his songs. That's what I'm most concerned about for him. Where he may slip up at, and that's why he needs so many people around him in the studio when he's doing it to be like, nah, help you out with that, scratch that, redo that. Don't put that out, man. Because I forgot who I was talking to, but they said he was putting out songs already. Well, now why ain't nobody stopping then? Exactly. That's why you got the whole Rico on top of that. But they kept going back to these songs and stuff like that. So yeah, exactly. Nobody did it then. Somebody needs to do it now.
Hey, I don't like the government.
Hey Jeff, I'm free. Call me.
I don't like that. I don't like that, man, because it's like
that's hard.
A lot of people say stuff in these songs just to gain their attention. Mm-hmm. That's based on the executives. All the executives they know what's gonna sell,
And they know what they want.
Exactly.
Yeah,
if this is a
for
lie or
sure.
not,
Yeah.
you need to say it because it's what's selling.
Yeah.
That's why no R&B is not getting real heavily,
My
promoted like that.
R&B finna come back,
They
man.
gonna come back.
They
R&B
need to.
come.
I
I'm
hope so.
telling you.
They need to start bigging again. I'm tired of listening to this.
R&B finna come back,
But
man.
I think they need to look into these executives. They need to put these executives on Ricos.
Call, look,
These-
look.
A&Rs.
The A&R need to be Rico.
A couple of weeks
Shit.
before the hurricane, I was able to be on a call. I already knew before they announced it when Atlantic Records got rid of 150 people.
Yeah.
So I already
150
knew it.
people?
Yeah. So the next week, Warner Brothers, they got rid of 175 people.
What?
Yeah.
This
But
was storm, you say?
before the hurricane, like literally, the hottest genre of music out right now is Southern Soul.
Yeah.
That's true.
what's eating.
Ooh.
They said R&B getting ready to come back. Southern Soul is the hottest genre of music out right now.
Do you think the YSL Rico case was had a big influence on them?
I don't know.
Come here, think about it. I mean, that's another. It's not drill music, but I mean,
But it's just right now, Southern Soul the hottest genre of music. Like they getting it.
everybody
King
doing something. I'm
George,
about to do a Southern Soul album.
Westlove, they getting it.
Yeah,
They getting it, man.
Westlove, Tito Brown.
Tito
from here,
Brown,
like,
yeah.
They on the
Hey,
same
they
path
getting
with the
it.
rest of them. Like,
Eli,
yeah.
They
I'm ready when
getting
you ready, dog.
they getting it.
boy,
That,
there
like
you
that's
go.
the hottest genre of music out right now. So they already saying like, oh yo, R&B getting ready to make a comeback. Cause
Ooh, that's gonna help
In a
y'all.
different way.
in a different
In a
way.
Southern Soul way.
In a different
if
way.
anything, but then you also got the Coco Browns, you got the Leon Thomas, you got the what's her name? Used to be also on Disney. Kiana Lady or something like that. But there's plenty of them. You still got the Summer Walker, you still got Ari.
Right.
Ari.
You got a lot of major big time R&B that really sing some R&B.
R&B,
October
yeah.
London.
October
Like that.
London bad.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo.
So it's coming.
It's coming.
But it's a slow motion to it. Like it ain't
It's-
so many of the males, not the ones who we
Right.
used to know.
Yeah. It's a lot of ladies.
They messed up when they included pop and R&B. R&B was just it was the best at its peak in the 90s, early 2000s. Then y'all R&B pop. We didn't know when you seen that category at BET Award R&B pop.
Yeah,
R&B
like what is
pop.
that?
That what? No, y'all don't took
They
the
making up
substance,
genres.
man.
They
Yeah.
making up genres now, man.
Y'all took the substance out of R&B.
But
They
yeah,
stopped
it's-
begging for the cat and everything. It's just been a whole different, different ball game.
It's
for
most
sure.
definitely coming back in its
It's
own
coming
way,
back.
though, like in a different way.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
It's
Yeah, for sure.
it's coming back.
Ain't no
Right.
little.
So if you're an artist, you really got to bring you're a rapper, you got to bring your A game, cause the labels want to hear something different. Like
Finally,
finally,
Yeah.
they already out here, so that's easy. They
they
been
want to
out
hear
here.
something different. Well, it goes back again. They want to go to to Atlanta quick. They don't go to no other part of Georgia. Go to Atlanta.
That one need to
Hopefully
change.
they'll get to that point again one day, but
Yeah.
I seen that a long time ago. I seen where they was straying away from that. You seen the ones who got through the door, and it's just like them the only ones they letting through there right now. They want to hear all this other stuff right now, and now they seeing like how it's going. Maybe they'll change, maybe not, because they collect insurance money off all that stuff.
Come
or
on,
whatever.
man.
Right.
So you know they collect
Right.
on the back end on it,
Got
and they
insurance
lose
on all
money.
y'all ass.
Yeah, the artists lose money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They gain more money.
either go to
maybe
jail
they
or
might
die,
still
man.
Continue with that.
If
We
you're
don't
rapping
know.
about that bull crap.
Yeah.
But I got
Go
another
to
question
jail
for
or
you
die.
though, too. If you want to answer it, who was the most frustrating person you had to deal with?
I don't think I want to answer that. I think I want to put.
I talk to him. I tell him.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I just had to throw it out there.
Don't do it. Don't
Oh
do it.
God,
Don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
don't want to answer that. One.
Don't do it.
Oh,
Maybe he has a mutual
You
friend.
talking about artists?
I'm just across the board. Like, whether it be for the magazines, artists, anything. Like, you just trying to get what you trying to get done, and this person is just like, is they doing the most? Maybe you got it done, maybe you didn't.
I don't think I had to deal with that with nobody with the magazine. I don't think I had to deal with that. I had to deal with that with them artists. I ain't had to deal with that with them magazines.
Okay.
Damn artists, I tell you.
I finna say to kind of pivot a little bit. What's your base audience? Well, not your base audience, but like what's your, I guess your base subject now? Cause I know you said that you put in like the entrepreneurs inside the magazines.
Yeah,
now.
we
So, like, what's
doing. I wanted to do something different with the entrepreneurs,
Okay.
man. Cause a lot of people have hit me up over the last couple of years, like, okay, how can an artist, an entrepreneur get on the cover? I'm like, oh yeah, I put on, cause they think it's all about music, just music based. I'm like, no, man, the art report is more than music based. It's music, entertainment, fashion, and sports.
That's what make the art real, baby.
Yeah,
That's
so
real. That's real.
hopefully with me going a different direction, that'll open up more entrepreneurs to reach out, like
Yeah.
have the opportunity to be on the cover.
Sure.
for sure.
That's dope.
I got a couple homegirls for sure. Like, you know, like we ain't close or not, but you know, like I kind of know her or whatever. But like she, like her business actually took off like in the last couple of years. Aisha Byron or whatever, she do like the body blooming. Like she got her own studio and stuff like that. Man, she booming. Like she got tenants in there. Like she like my age or a little bit. I think she might be younger than me, but man.
I see her. Yeah.
Like she's getting it, man. She's getting it. And her product booming too. Like her products be booming all overseas, everything. Wow. And I think she'll,
like that'll be somebody that definitely got a link.
Yes, sir.
Like just it was interesting with Law a couple of years ago. Like I never seen nobody had their own cigar brand, so I found that interesting. So of course I want to reach out to him. I want to hear his story. Cause I never knew nobody that had their own cigar brand. Mostly, everybody had their own alcohol beverage.
Gotcha.
So that was different. That was something different down this way.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I knew when I started this thing, but I also had no big cigar culture. And then like the odds against me. Let's just talk about the odds against me. Fairly young to be talking about cigar, trying to be a cigar connoisseur or aficionado or something like that. That's one. Two, black. In this area right here, it's not a heavy black culture, such as Atlanta. Everywhere you go, Atlanta, black-owned cigar lounges everywhere. Black women, black men owning cigar lounges. It's heavy. Then you got Tampa. E-Boy City is like I consider the mecca of cigars in America.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Cubans, they migrated to E-Boy. They brought what they knew to E-Boy, and they built E-Boy. It's a beautiful thing. And you got a variety. You got majority Cuban and whites and so on and so forth there. And then we right here in the middle of both of them.
Right.
We right in the middle. Yeah. Valsa, Georgia, right in the middle of Atlanta and Tampa. Yeah. Right in the middle. I'm like, I know ain't nobody. I knew it was gonna be crazy or tough to the point where it's easy to give up on this thing.
Right.
But first of all, I can't give up on something that I do on the regular. Cigar, if I smoke cigars and people that see me smoke cigars, we're gonna have these events. Y'all come on out. It's no force. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna learn, we're gonna teach you. That's what we all about. We big on the teaching. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna definitely do that. Before we try to make a sale, we'll give a stick away before we try to make a sale. As long as you know how to prepare a cigar, long as you know how to smoke a cigar, as long as you know the avenues prior to smoking a cigar and the rules and the etiquette and so on and so forth, we're gonna teach that because we don't want you to have a bad experience. Then our name is on, like you said earlier.
Right.
Our name is on it.
Right.
If we just sell you something, you don't know what you're doing. You just see everybody doing. You want to look like a boss, whatever. No, it's wait. Don't inhale this thing. Or you be a boss and then you have to be an employee. Damn near on your last week at the job. So it's a craft for sure. It's definitely ways to go about it. You just can't smoke no cigar trying to look good. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot comes with the thing right here, man. It's expensive. It's expensive leisure. It ain't just no, you going to buy no Swisher Sweet or Black and Mild. No, it ain't that.
Right.
Don't expect to be trying to buy no dollar cigar. It's just that's the way the game is. We didn't make it up. That's just where we in it. You know, so
Invest in your craft.
exactly. So over the years since 2019, man, this is where we at now. And I definitely see the incline from 2019. I never seen a decline.
Right.
We got a whole club now. We got guys that has a position, they do their thing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no boss like do this, you know, ain't nothing like that. These guys know what's up, man. I don't have to say too much. They keep me narrow.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Narrow, they keep me straight. You know, definitely. Accountability. Big time accountability on everybody. And so with their help, man, we've gone from here to here. You know what I'm saying? And we still got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing. As long as you stick with your craft, man. And you
Consistent,
did that.
man. Gotta stay
did that.
consistent.
You did that. You didn't let nothing stop you. You in South Georgia, man.
Yeah.
With a freaking magazine and a radio station.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again. You in South Georgia with your own magazine in 122 stores and a radio station with podcasts and so on, DJs and so on and so forth. Right here, from a town smaller than Equipment.
Yep.
Not you trying to big up equipment, but yeah.
I'm just saying though.
I know what you're saying.
I'm just saying though.
I'm just playing.
He said it earlier. The talent is down. The talent is here.
Yeah.
The talent is here, man.
Yeah,
If you got the mindset, you got the mentality, you can do what the hell you want to do in this small town. And if people don't know what's going on, they will figure it out because you're going to continue to push it. You're going to throw it at them. They're going to have no choice being familiar with it. You know what I'm saying?
And they the toughest.
Come on. And it's the toughest market. It's
Toughest
the toughest market in the
market.
world.
Yeah,
Small
for sure.
town.
Small towns are the toughest.
Toughest.
They the toughest people that's coming out to make something of themselves. Like, yo,
But he doing it and then let nobody or nothing stop him.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. Man. Oh my God! I mean, I'm in a
Beautiful,
another zone
man.
right now, like
Yeah.
to the point where all this just hit me real quick. Small towns doing this stuff right here. Voucher's still a small town compared to the you know what I'm saying, to the other markets in this world, in this country, in this state. But yet you Lakeland. Bird from Equipment, he just don't want to claim it like that. You know, I mean, it's talent around here. You talk about the musicians, man, the singers, the artists, the rappers,
Producers.
man, they here.
They here.
All they need is a market such as Atlanta market. Of course, most of them leave and go to Atlanta, you know, trying to get in, jump in that thing over there. But you got it right here. If everyone knew how to work together. That's why you hear me talk about Big Nick a lot. I talk about Big Nick a lot. He opened the door for us to do what we want to do.
Absolutely.
He allowed us to
Did
come
that.
to his restaurant, and host our events, and he come out and I mean he showed love. Like crazy thing. I mean y'all. I said this to y'all, everybody, but y'all don't understand what it did to me. The homecoming weekend. I said, Nick, man, and prior we had a Cuban Nights, the month before September, and we was talking to Nick's wife. Shout out to Ingrid for sure, and she said y'all should come back for the homecoming. I said, oh, we got October 12th that weekend right there. We're gonna be there before homecoming. She said, no, they need to change that. Y'all need to be here on homecoming.
Yeah.
And she said, I'm gonna confirm it. That following week, I'm gonna confirm it with Nick and see. Nick said it's gonna be packed, man. It's gonna be overwhelming. So we might just stick with the 12th. I said, you right. But y'all able to set up if y'all want to anything that we got going on in the city. So close to the homecoming, we get close to the homecoming, and I was just thinking, like, man. I called Nick. I said, Nick, what's going on, man? I hope all is well with you, blah, 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 and all that good stuff. Check on him first. And I said, I got a question for you. You got a cigar guy coming down? Well, he got a guy that from Atlanta that got a trailer. He came last year and set up in front of the Patterson or whatever. with his trailer. He got a cigar trailer, which is nice. And I said, Nick, you got a cigar guy coming down? No, you got some cigar guy coming down for homecoming for Saturday night at your spot. He said, y'all.
Okay.
I said, wow.
Well, yeah.
Man, y'all don't even know what that did to me, man.
Yeah.
The simple word, one word, y'all.
Yeah.
Nick, that guy,
He said,
man.
y'all. I said, oh,
Straight up.
shoot. Oh, shoot. He even pointed out how, before I even had to say it, where we can set up at it and all that. I'm like, wow, man, Nick, I appreciate you, man. Like that. So that's why I always bring up Nick a lot, because he's the reason for the events. He's the reason why I started doing events, because of his vow renewals, him and Ingrid.
I mean, he helped me. Like, it going back to June 2016, just texting me happy birthday. Then behind that, I see your vision being bigger than South Georgia.
Yeah.
And literally, man, he opened the door for the whole Black Crow media to just get behind me.
Man.
Not just 107.9 The Beat, but the whole Black Crow media. Mm-hmm. So, you know, Nick, that relationship with Nick always gonna be there, man.
Always gonna be
you know,
solid.
always.
For sure.
All he gotta do, anything he need, all he gotta do is ice me and it's done.
There it is.
So, what do you see for yourself next with the R Report brand? How far, like, what else do you want to do with it?
I'm gonna continue to grow media-wise, man. It's more so about being a media company, point blank, period. Radio, magazine, television.
Yeah.
That's the next thing.
Television.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
the
bigger
next
than the
thing.
podcast
Yes.
right there.
Come
like
on,
the
baby.
television.
Come
That's
on,
the
baby.
next thing,
He
man.
ain't done. He just getting started, y'all. He just getting started, man.
Yeah, and I can, like, I remember years ago you had asked me about helping you with some stuff or whatever, but at the point in time, like, we already had that conversation before.
Right.
I was in a messed up place or whatnot, because Nick too had asked me to do something. I was in a messed up place where I couldn't be an asset to you.
Right,
I was just
right.
gonna be a downfall because I couldn't offer too much because my brain was just like completely somewhere else or whatnot.
But
So-
at the same time, you always been a man of your word too.
That's
So
right.
I would have respected that.
Indeed.
Cause if he would have came on not being in the right mindset, something could have happened and could have put it to the point we don't talk no more.
That's right.
Exactly. You wouldn't have liked me, and well, I would have still liked you. I just would have always knew something wrong with me and not you.
Yeah,
I would just about that. I would
pointed
about
out.
bad energy at that point in time, and not based
out
off of
that.
because of nothing that
Right.
you ever did or whatever. So that's why I just excused myself early on. Like, nah, I can't do this because I got other things like real personal stuff going on right now. I can't do this
Right.
now.
Timing is everything, though.
Yeah, timing is everything.
It's
So
everything,
it's
bro.
like when I'm at the right time, when I can do this and that, I got you. And which we talked about this before. I've seen some things for you that I do want to do.
Yeah.
And
We
I'm
can
with
do
it.
that.
And I'm with it.
Like you say, don't rush it.
But I tell you this right here, man. Listen, I'm a fan.
Yes, sir.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
it, man.
Especially after this interview. If you wasn't a fan before, you damn sure a fan
And
now.
show the fan now for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying?
Appreciate
So
that, man.
anything that we can Seven Smoke can help with, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta say the word.
And vice
You ain't-
versa,
you
man.
Ain't no, you know.
Be
ain't
trying.
no,
I've been keeping. Matter of fact, I've been keeping you in it. The last,
Yeah.
this third issue had you in.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Third
I
issue.
just, cause the last issue I gave you the bike cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
No, the issue before that I gave you the bike cover.
Mm-hmm.
Last issue I had your logo in there. This issue I got your logo in there.
Come on, man. So, listen, man.
That's good.
I'm
Yeah.
happy for you. We are grateful. We are
I
grateful
appreciate it, man.
to know you, to be a part of what you got going on. We even closer now. You definitely
Absolutely.
family now for sure.
Absolutely.
You sat in that seat right there, man. We family now, so we bonded. We bonded.
Absolutely,
As long
man.
as you rocking, we rolling.
Same
You
here.
hear me?
Same
You know
here.
what I'm saying? So ain't no questions asked. No questions asked. If it is, that's when I got to put my hat on. I put my
I got a lot of questions, but I got one more. Same
Go
way
ahead,
though. Like, so as Patrick, as the man, when you lay your head down at night, what are you most proud of?
Good question.
Everything that I set my sight out to accomplish for that day.
Day to day.
The day-to-day accomplishments.
Day to day, man.
I love that. I love
Everything that I side out from the morning, from the time I wake up, every goal that I want to achieve that day, because I write everything down that morning. I pray, I read my Bible, I write out my goals for that day.
Yeah.
I do that every day. This is what I want to get accomplished today.
Gotcha.
And I had to put myself on that type of schedule. Because one time I was burning myself out. Like, when I started the radio, then the magazine, everything was just jumping. And I'm like, man, this is just too much. Then you will get some people on your team that ain't doing, fulfilling them duties like they supposed to.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, your name is on this thing, either it succeed or fail. So I told my manager, I said, man, I think after this issue, I want to take a break. And he was like, Pat, if that's what you want to do, we'll do it. I talk to Cindy and just say we won't release next issue, but I'm advising you while this thing hot, you always want to keep that momentum going.
Momentum, baby.
So when he told me that, and I went out of town that weekend, I needed that break to refresh everything. That's why I had to learn time management. This much time going to the magazine, this much time going to the radio station, this much time going to the website, and at the end of the day, I still got to be a dad to my daughter. So I had to learn time management.
That's right. That's right.
So once I get my every goal that I set for that day, when I accomplish that, I'm happy.
Amen. First of all, you put God first.
Always.
Put God first.
First
man.
and foremost.
You can't fail when God is involved.
First and foremost.
You acknowledge it, man. He gonna step up when he think it's good,
Absolutely.
and he see what you're doing already. So he got some more things for you. Even if your plan don't go as planned, guess what? It wasn't his plan. You know that. You already. I mean, you're a God-fearing man, of course. So you know how to plan things.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we support you, brother.
Same
Support
here,
you, man. And like I said, you've been on us even when I ain't think we was worthy. You know?
For sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Around the same time, you was on us. Bird was on this whole this podcast thing. And like, man, like, I ain't had no answer.
I mean, because you like once again, man, when you see like you never seen nobody around here doing the cigars. That was intriguing by itself. And I was like, man, I want to show him that I'm a man of my word.
You did that.
You know, that was my whole thing. I told you, man, look, I got a magazine. I'm going to stick you in there. I got a website. I'm going to stick you on there.
Yeah, you always been that though, bro. So I guess like a part of giving you your flowers or whatnot, you always been a real one from day one.
Absolutely.
And like I said,
Appreciate that,
that's why I was asking about the journalistic background or whatnot, because you did your due diligence with everybody that you have came in contact with. I don't know how you did it.
Well,
when
you know,
did
but that's all a part of just researching. When you wanted to start in the magazine, anybody that you interview, you definitely got to do your research.
That's right.
That's why, like, all the independent artists in 229912, that's what I did. I go listen to their music. I listen to their videos. Then I'm like, okay, I want to ask him this question. What made him come up with this song? Or what made him want to start doing music in the first place? You know, it just, questions begin to just come.
Yeah.
That's like the whole thing with the writer's block, man. A lot of times I go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
I go back. I might have to go back and look at some old interviews I done.
Yeah.
That's crafted,
I might have to do that, man.
That's crafted, baby.
Yeah.
That's crafted.
You believe, you definitely have done your due diligence over time, man. And everybody who you have reached out to, I guarantee you, we all appreciate it, because a lot of us feel unseen, and everything that we do feels unheard, unseen, and like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now at this point in time. I don't even know why I'm doing it right now, but I'm doing it. But then somebody like you comes across, and then you just give the history
That boost
of what they've been doing, and man, it feels so much more
appreciate
appreciated.
it,
So I just
man.
want to give you your flowers for that, dog, and I
appreciate
appreciate
that,
that, dog.
sir.
Like,
I appreciate that, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
That's-
indeed.
that's
Wow,
heavy.
wow, wow, wow. I did it for you, baby.
I want to say,
I did the
any
next
social
class,
medias that we can follow you on?
There you go.
Oh, man. IG, the R Report magazine. Facebook, the R Report Media Group.
Gotcha.
And Twitter, the R Report 1.
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
Y'all got that? Media on Twitter, R Report 1. On Facebook,
The R Report Media Group.
Media Group.
And IG, the R Report Magazine.
R Report Magazine. There it is, baby. Again, man. So I'm happy for you. I ain't gonna say I'm proud of you, because I say I'm proud of you, I ain't expect you to do what you do.
Right.
I'm happy for you because I did expect for you to do what you're doing. Based on your story, anyways, it definitely makes sense. You stayed fast. You stayed fast, and you followed God. Follow God. You didn't let up on God, because He don't let up on us. You know what I'm saying? You learn from all the lessons to be a blessing.
Always.
And you a blessing to the people, and you're a blessing to us. Seven Smoke, man. Like I said, we always open for anything you got going on. I don't care if it's a food drive. You want to come and pick up some trash on the side of the road.
Yeah, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Seven Smoke is with you.
I feel you. I agree that.
And anything you want us to promote or put out other than you, we definitely gonna push you now. For majorly, we're gonna find a way to have part of the commercial thing. Burger.
Yeah.
Them two back there can do that.
Yeah.
But we definitely gonna push it, man. We want you in more stores. We want people to believe in the magazine. For those that talk that crazy mess about, magazine, your man in 122 stores.
Yeah,
Come on now.
I laugh at that conversation.
Yeah, I still get magazines. I get Cigar magazine, so magazines still exist.
Magazine, you go on that newsstand. They say magazines ain't selling. You see 100 other titles besides mine.
Exactly.
So
shut y'all ass up. Sorry, but not sorry. Shut up, man. Understand what's going on out here. Yeah, magazines still exist. You learn how to just you don't know how to read. That's what it is.
Bars.
Put it in the book. They don't know how to read, man. So learn how to read, because magazines still exist, books still exist, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Podcast is here, but you still gonna need some real deep intel. You can get it from the freaking magazine. You hear me? You can get it from the magazine. But the R Report magazine. The R Report magazine, I need y'all all to go look for it, check it out. You know what I'm saying? We got the guy right here, the CEO right now, Mr. Patrick Gloster, right here in the present, in the building. You know what I'm saying? They're telling y'all about these magazines and his come up and his radio station.
Shout that out again too.
In the Mix Radio, man. Line 365 in the Mix Radio, or you can go on the website. Go to the www.rreportmag.com. Stroll down in the Mix Radio on the website.
In the Mix Radio. Oh,
nice.
Goodness. Come on, baby. One-stop shop. One-stop shop, man. Man, I love it. We're going to talk about us being part of your podcast, dog.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? We put our podcast in that mix somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Got a spot for you, man.
We go
got a spot for you.
Negotiate. You and Bird.
Got a spot for y'all.
Yeah, okay, cool. I love that, man. Damn, man. It's been another one, y'all. We ain't gonna take too much more of your time, man. But like I said, we appreciate you so much, bro.
And I appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
I normally be asleep down this time.
I know it, man.
I be up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So I normally be in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock.
I mean, I'm using 4 hours of sleep tonight, man. So, I wake up at 5:15. You know what I'm saying? I wake up.
Last 2 mornings I've been up 4:15. It's been up since 4:15.
Man, I did that last night. I don't know why. I think I went to sleep around like 10. But I was up at 3 something, man. I was up at 3 something. I went to my well rested and everything. I'm like, bro,
you can't go back to sleep.
Can't go back to sleep.
Like, I normally work night shift, you know what I'm saying? Like, I normally work night shifts. So I'm like, bro, I need this rest. What's going on? But I'm well rested though. But
once I read my Bible and say my prayers, man, I got my coffee. I'm already writing out. This is what I'm doing for the day.
Let's go.
But that's what they say. Like, you wake up early, you do more things
before
other people.
Before
by
you
9
wake
o'clock,
up.
you done scratched off by 10 things.
That's it, man. That's a fact, bro. That is a true fact, man. That's a true fact.
That's a good one, man.
But I tell you this, man. Listen.
Night job person.
Huh?
I'm still a night job person.
I go to sleep. I go to sleep late, kind of all the time, and I wake up early. I get my 4 hours. If I sleep longer than that,
Well,
I'm
sure.
gonna be drowsy all day.
3 to 11 always was my shift when I was in the medical field. 3 to 11, man. I love that shift. Cause when I was a club person, by the club they never started jumping. I come home, I can go home, take me a
clothes.
bath. By the time I get there, it's already jumping.
on.
So I ain't missing nothing. Right.
Sleep in and sleep
Right.
over.
It was the perfect shift.
Yes, sir.
A
Yes,
perfect.
sir. Man.
Cause a lot of times you get home, you take that bath, man, you already woke back
Yeah.
up. So you up
Yeah.
3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I want that. That's during the time I'm building the R report. So man, I had many of them mornings on 4 5-hour days. I did that for probably about 5 years.
Wow. Man. Hey, man. Like I said, I'm a fan, man. I think Seven Smoke, period, overall, is a fan of your story, fan of what you got going on. And we definitely gonna support you, man. This is Patrick Gloster, y'all. CEO, R Report, the R Report magazine, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you, brother. Salute to you.
brother.
Thank you so much for being here
Appreciate
tonight.
it. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it. It won't be the last time. Know that.
Appreciate it.
Know that when you get some time in your busy schedule, man, we would love to have you back on.
Okay.
And you can tell the people what's new. You know what I'm saying? What you got
Okay.
going on. So we're gonna definitely stay in contact with you for sure. Stay up with you and try to run it again several times, man.
Okay, I appreciate that,
We want to
man.
see you multiple times on here. You know, just spreading the word, man. Spreading what you're doing. We love what you're doing, and we definitely want to be a part of whatever you got going on, bro. So thank you, man. Thank
I
you.
appreciate
again.
y'all.
And-
Thank
and-
y'all.
And you can continue to be blessed. 'Cause first of all, what you said and weren't afraid to say it, you got God in you.
Always,
You
man.
got God in you. Man.
Always.
You got God in you. Only magazine man around here.
Yeah.
Somebody pointed that out to me. Like,
Yeah.
somebody pointed
Like,
that
for
out to me,
real.
like, literally earlier this year. Like, man, do you know how important you is?
Come on, baby. Come on.
Come on, man. You from South Georgia. Ain't nobody got their own publication, own newsstands. He say, man, that's a accomplishment by itself.
Come on now. Come on now. So we just happy to know you, bro. And we love what you're doing. We're gonna continue to support it and run with you, baby. Whatever you got, we here. Seven Smoke is here, baby.
I appreciate
Again,
that,
man. Hey, we got Patrick Gloster in the building, man. CEO of Our Report magazine. Get familiar. Get freaking familiar. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Get familiar. He support entrepreneurs, small business groups, small business period, artists, anything, athletes, all that. The surrounding areas. Know who you talking to now. Know who you talking to right now. Know who you seeing. Know who you listening to for sure. This is Patrick Gloster, man. The R Report magazine, the one-stop shop magazine. Matter of fact, before you go, shout out the person on the front page right now.
Shout out to Latour Huggins, man. Man, you know she doing her thing. CEO, as we say, CEO.
CEO.
Oh yeah, you know, got her own traveling agency, and she got her own mixed drinks, man.
Oh my.
Yeah, man, she's doing her thing,
She own
man.
She
She
own it.
doing it, man.
Where's she from?
She's originally from Lakeland. She live over in Valdosta.
Oh, man, that's
my
nice.
Yeah,
God.
man.
Looking like big city. You better go ahead, you better go ahead, girl, do your thing.
That's what's up.
You know, that's what I'm talking about. So get familiar, man. The R Report magazine is definitely gonna put you on blast and boost your business, boost your followers, boost your money, all that good stuff. So don't sleep on magazines. You better wake the F up quick before you miss out. Hey man, another episode of Cigar Table Talk, man. You know, like I said, I'm Cigar Law. You know what I'm gonna do about myself. I'm here with my guys, my brothers, my compadres. You know what I'm saying? To my right, I got
You on board, baby?
Yo, Sweet Jones made it in the building, baby.
Sweet John.
Iron Bird in the building.
I am Bird. Last but not least, we got.
Pat, CEO, R Report Magazine.
Let's do it, baby. Hey, until next time, man. Make sure you love on your people. Check on your people. wake up, pray up, run the day up. And last but not least, turn all your pain into champagne. And then guess what? Smoke.